Hey guys, it's your girl J Antoinette and welcome back to another video. So guys, today I am officially starting my PCOS series. It is going to be a 5-episode series where I'm going to talk about different topics surrounding PCOS and how you can get better from it. So if that is something that you're interested in, go ahead and stay tuned. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if my content is something that you enjoy, go ahead and click that big red button that says subscribe. And guys, thank you so much again for your love and your support. So let's get straight into this video. Alright guys, so welcome back. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm actually going to be talking about my personal symptoms of what I've had since I've discovered that I have PCOS. If you don't know the backstory behind my PCOS diagnosis and my PCOS story, I will link my PCOS playlist above so that you can go ahead and check it out and watch all of my videos and my progress so far. So guys, I have numerous PCOS symptoms, but I am going to basically list the ones that really give me, an everyday kind of struggle, and I'll go through and I'll explain and all of that so that you guys can understand. So I really hope that you go ahead and watch that playlist so that you can know about my diagnosis and when I was diagnosed and stuff. But just as a point of information, I was diagnosed when I was in college. So so basically one of the main PCOS symptoms that you may notice as a woman is that you will go and do an ultrasound and you will notice that you would have multiple or one or two cysts on your ovaries. So for myself, I have more than one cyst. On my right ovary, I have a regular cyst, an enlarged cyst, and on my left ovary, I have what is called a complex cyst. I actually found that out earlier this year. So basically my complex cyst is actually filled with fluid and blood, and it can cause complications if it does actually burst. So I am definitely, just trying my best to stay healthy and not put too much exertion on my body and stuff like that, because I don't want to have surgery. But yes, so I do have cysts. The first time when I actually did an ultrasound when I was in college, I had multiple cysts at that time. And if you don't know, cysts are just a development of the fact that you have not been ovulating. So those eggs have not been released and they have not been given the maturity time. So hence they stay there and they become cysts. So I do have a little improvement from that versus when I was in college. When I had multiple, I have singular cysts now. So I guess that's an improvement outside of the fact that I have a complex cyst. So that's one of the major symptoms that you will notice, and that's one of the major symptoms for myself. Outside of that though, I do experience acne. Now when I was younger and when I was in college and when I was in high school, I never ever had acne, and it wasn't even really until recently, like when I got a little bit older, because even before I wasn't really having an acne, but last year I had a real bad cystic acne, like take over my entire face, like my chin and here on my cheeks. It was like really bad, and I also do have a video about that as well that you guys can go ahead and check out and how I overcame that. I do have some flare-ups every now and again, and as you can see, I still have some scarring. I'm actually really thinking I will get in a chemical peel for my face, because I have noticed that I have some blotches on my face now as well, and my skin tone is starting to look a little uneven, so I'm thinking about getting a chemical peel for that. But yes, I have been affected by cystic acne, and if you don't know, the chin is the area that really determines that you're having a hormonal problem. So it was like really bad. I'll insert a picture over here of how it looked. It was really bad, but it took me a while to get through that. I used a whole bunch of products. I was drinking a lot more water, taking a lot of vitamins and stuff like that. So that's how I really overcame that. I do have flare-ups now and again, as I was saying. So yeah, so cysts, and I do have sometimes cystic acne. Another one of my really main issues that I really don't like is I have hirsutism. Now, if you don't know what hirsutism, yes, it sounds like a really funny name, but basically, because a woman can have androgens, which is male hormones, when you have PCOS, it also basically pushes the body to produce hair on areas that normally a woman wouldn't find. So personally, for myself, I have hair on my chin here, so I get little hairs there and along here as well. I also do get excessive hair around my breast as well. It's not like heavy, but I do get hair around there. That's something that I really had struggled with even when I was younger, because I just never knew that, you know, it was a result of having PCOS. I do struggle with that. So yes, I do experience that. I don't have it as bad as some ladies. I know some ladies do really have it bad where they can even grow like a beard, but I don't have it that bad. So basically I just pluck mine. I don't actually do laser treatment or anything like that. I pluck mine, so I would just pluck out my little hairs with my little tweezers and stuff like that. But yes, I do have hirsutism. That's one of the things I really hate that. It can make you a little insecure, but you know, I'm working through it and I'm working with it. So another one of my symptoms that I have is acanthosis nigrans. Now, this is one of the biggest ones that I extremely really hate, especially right now, because I am going through a PCOS flare-up right now, and it has affected me a lot, but I am really just pushing through right now. So acanthosis nigrans is the darkening of skin, and I get that on my neck. As you can see that my face tone is completely different from here, from my hand. I get darkening on my neck. I also do get it between my breast here, so I will insert a picture over here of how it looks right now. It does look eczema like, and it does behave like an eczema kind of, you know, skin condition. So some dermatologists do mistaken it for eczema sometimes, but it is acanthosis nigrans, and basically it presents itself when you are insulin resistant. So yes, that is another one of my symptoms that I do have. I am insulin resistant, and initially I was taking metformin, but I am not taking metformin anymore. It actually really gave me really bad GI problems. I do have a video on that as well if you want to go ahead and check it out. So it gave me really bad GI problems, and I stopped using it completely. I do not use metformin anymore. So yes, when you're insulin resistant, it's basically as if you were type 1 diabetic or pre-diabetic. Some women even do, in the long haul, to develop having full-blown diabetes. So you do have to watch, you know, your calorie intake, your carbohydrates that you're intaking, and your sugars. It's very important. So now that I'm along that line, I also want to discuss the other really bad symptom that I have that's really affecting me even right now. I do experience weight gain. Now, initially when I was in college, I was a wonderful 140, and I did try to maintain that for quite some time while I was in college, and I did maintain it until like coming closer to my last year of college. I went to a whopping 180, and it was noticeable in my face, in my body, in my thighs. I really gained weight, and it was really hard for me to take it off. I exercised twice a day. It did also happen to me recently when I left college, which was about 5 years ago, and I was also trying to maintain it at that point as well. So I basically was exercising twice a day, and I really was putting in the work, and I did lose quite a bit of some weight. Right, so I did lose quite a bit of some weight, and recently I have noticed that I have gained back that type of weight that I was experiencing at that time in my life. And right now it's a lot harder for me to lose the weight because of my work schedule and just a lot of things that are happening with work and stuff like that. And I've been putting in my best, trying to, you know, exercise at least once per day. And although I'm not seeing the results yet, I'm not pressuring myself too much. I'm just trying to, you know, just keep on that narrow because I have gained a lot. I don't exactly know how much I have, but with PCOS weight gain, it is so rapid that you literally could fit into something today and wake up the next day and you cannot fit into it. So that's one of the real problematic things for me right now, because when you do gain weight, although it is not the major factor of PCOS, it can throw off a whole other set of things in your body. So it is kind of important to maintain a certain weight when you do have PCOS. I really want to get back to at least a 160, so that's what I'm trying to work towards right now. I do have an exercise video if you guys want to check it out. I do low impact cardio, and I do jump roping and weighted exercises, which is what is recommended for people who do have PCOS. You don't want to be doing too much high intensity workouts, which can cause your cortisol levels to increase and then put you through a stress period. So yeah, weight gain, that is one of my major symptoms. Something I dislike, but something I'm going to work towards. So if you do experience weight gain, don't worry, you are not alone, and it is something that you can get through. Don't worry about it. So yes, so another one of my symptoms I wanted to talk about is irregular cycles or extended cycles. So a normal woman's cycle should be 28 days. Now, a lady with PCOS can have a cycle as long as 40 days. For myself, my cycle is between 36 to 38 days. Hence, because of that, it takes a longer time for my body to ovulate. So regularly for other women, they will ovulate between day 14 to 16. For a woman who has PCOS, she may ovulate between day 20, 19, or 21. For myself, I may ovulate at like day 25 or day 22. It kind of fluctuates. So late ovulation is a little bit harder because it can because it's so close to the beginning of another cycle. It may cause a woman to not be able to conceive. So that's one of the other major things that PCOS women struggle with is infertility. It is a very touchy and sensitive topic, and I am going to do a video on infertility, and I'm just going to touch on that topic, so that's for another video. But yeah, so I do experience irregular cycles. As a matter of fact, when I was in college, there was a period of time when I did not see my period any at all. Like, I had no menstruation any at all for a period of time. But I'm just so grateful that I'm not at that period in my life now. I do see a monthly cycle. Sometimes it may be a little delayed, but it does come. And I'm just grateful for that. I think I owe it to the supplements that I have been taking, and of course, as I said, I exercise, I drink lots of water, and I drink a lot of cranberry juice, and I have started a regime of drinking chlorophyll water. So I'm really attributing a lot of those things to my progress. So yes, I do struggle with irregular periods. Some of the little minor symptoms like migraines, I do struggle with migraines. I do have intestinal problems, GI ulcer problems. a lot of women who have PCOS do struggle with anxiety and depression and feelings of low and sadness. Sometimes in some periods in my life I do feel that as well. I do struggle with those things as well. Those are some of the harder parts because it really depends on what point in your life you are or what you want to do with your life, why you may feel those certain things. So personally for myself, sometimes like if my period would be delayed or something like that, it causes you to feel a little anxious and you get worried and you feel low and sad, and things that are happening to your body, it just really it can sadden you. So it's normal, guys, don't worry about it. But if it is to a period where you really feel that lowness, that you need to talk to somebody, I do advise that you talk to someone that you can confide in or seek professional help. So yes, women do struggle with anxiety, depression, and lowness or sadness who have PCOS as well. I'm trying to think about anything else, but I think I really have covered majority of my symptoms per se. Guys, I just want you to know that it is a journey. PCOS is a journey. It is, one day you're good, one day you're not. It's a struggle. It's really a struggle. And I've had PCOS for a couple of years now, and I have really seen highs and I've seen lows. I've seen highs and I've seen lows, and sometimes you do feel like why it's hard. It's so hard because these things are happening to you. But I do want you guys to know that there is a community out there. If you are from Jamaica and you're watching this, there are support groups there, namely PCOS Support JA. They are on Instagram. You guys can check them out, and they do have a WhatsApp group. And I cannot tell a lie, guys, that group has really helped me so much, just to express how I'm feeling, to express my symptoms. Sometimes if I just need somebody who understands where I'm coming from, to reach out to them. And it's just rewarding to see a lot of the women who have been trying for so long to get pregnant actually get pregnant, and each other, we just encourage each other and we just give each other tips and health tips and diet tips and stuff like that. And it's just a powerful medium that I really am grateful for. So if you are not from Jamaica and you can find some support groups, I do advise you to find a support group, because talking to women who experience the same thing like you day in and day out will give you that strength and pull that you need. I do also follow some groups on Facebook as well, so I do advise that you guys check that out too. PCOS support, just type in PCOS support groups and they will come up on Facebook. But yes, I just want you guys to know that you are not alone. You have a lot of sisters and you have a lot of persons that you can confide in and that can help you through your struggle and your journey. And I hope you guys really enjoy this series that I'm doing, because I really just want to get this information out there, and I want people to know that you're not alone. So I hope this video was helpful. If you are experiencing these symptoms, I am not a doctor, and I do advise that you talk to your doctor first before you get diagnosed or you diagnose yourself. So please talk to your doctor, get all the advice you can, talk to persons who have PCOS and get advice from them as well, because sometimes your doctors will only try to put you on birth control, and that is not the only option out there. All right, so guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for all your love and your support on my videos. I appreciate you all so much. Stay tuned for my next video, where I will be talking about infertility in the PCOS community. So thanks guys again for watching this video. I love you all so much. Thank you. Bye my love.